Welcome to our community. Susie Thomas with you this morning. Always a pleasure to welcome Georgia Paxos from the Canton Palace Theater. Good morning.
Good morning, Susie.
Georgia, you have got so many things other than movies happening at the Palace. First of all, always exciting to see the movies that you have.
It is an experience like no other. We have one of the largest screens in Stark County. It's 55 feet wide and historic venue, and you can't beat the ambiance of the Palace for any type of event, but for movies. It really kind of brings you back to what it was like in the late 20s, early 30s with the different kind of films that were going on.
Honestly, back in the day, it's like stepping back in time and going to the old movie house but with all the
modern amenities.
Nice amenities.
Mm-hmm. We got a concession stand. We have a bar. We have Wi-Fi. We have all that fun stuff.
And you're showing it on state-of-the-art equipment. It's not like that film projector going
all of our movies
rat-a-tat-tat.
are in digital cinema with 7.1 surround sound in the building. So it's definitely a modern, just like a regular movie theater experience, but in a historic setting.
People who come there to do the extra programming have got to remark, "Oh my goodness, this place is amazing."
They do. I mean, it's hard to find a historic theater that is open and fully restored the way that the Canton Palace Theater is. A lot of the performers that come out on stage for the first time, and they get that view from the stage looking out into the audience, and they're amazed that it's in as good shape as it is, that it's open, and that it's in Canton, Ohio, and they just love it. It's an experience like no other for them as well.
They'll sometimes
really
say it from the stage. We were there for the Need to Breathe concert, and the person who opened for them came out and said that very thing. Like, okay, first of all, this venue is the bomb, I think were his exact words. And just amazed at what they were getting to see and perform it.
We do our best to try and keep up with all of the work that needs to get done in a 92-year-old building. It's really expensive, but we have a lot of community foundations and individuals and businesses that really appreciate and understand the importance and the value of the Palace in our community. So they are very, very generous. And time again, we're able to do different capital campaigns just to do maintenance or just kind of do some updating of the building. So we're really fortunate.
Let's talk about the organ real quick before we get into things, because as you say, it's amazing, the upkeep and the fact that you still have the original
We still have our original Kilgan organ, and we're the only theater in the country to have the original organ and still play it. And we are in a lot of debt and gratitude to Jay Spencer, who's our resident organist now, for all of the events that he does. And he actually has one coming up on April 4th. He does an original score to a silent film. And so you come into the theater and it's a silent film and the organ is playing, and that just brings you back. This is what the experience was like in the late 20s to see a silent film and to hear the organ play. We're very, very fortunate. He is so talented on many things. The organ, he's like resident MC as well for lots of events that we have at the Palace. But we're known for it. We're known for the Kilgan organ.
It's amazing. And he's a volunteer, am I right?
He is a volunteer.
My goodness.
He's been a volunteer for over 25 years. He's there at our beck and call, whatever we ask for. He does tours. He plays the organ. He house manages. He does a ton of stuff for us.
It's amazing.
It is.
Because people love it. Want to keep it keep going.
Our volunteer group, we talk about all the time. The Palace could not afford to pay staff and to pay individuals to do what our volunteers do. And last year, as a group, collectively, they had over 4,800 hours of dedicated time to the Palace, and they do box office and ticket taking and ushering and in the concessions and pouring at the bars, and you ask them to come in and do some cleanup, and they do that, and you ask them to come in and do some cataloging of things, and they'll do that. They love the Palace, and we love them, and it's just a testament to the memories that this building has for so many people, the emotional connection that members of our community have. It's just a wonderful spirit. It's a wonderful thing.
That's another thing you must hear a lot is that, we went on our first date there
Absolutely.
Or something like
first
that.
First date, first movie, first concert, just for a lot of firsts happened in that building.
So very cool. Well, let's talk about, first of all, the movies that you have coming up. Do you have a list of those somewhere?
We do. So our website is newly redesigned, so it's a little more user-friendly than our previous one. It's Canton Palace Theater, and theater is spelled Theatre.org. And on there, you can divide out the calendar for a list of movies or a list of live events coming up. So it'll give you 2 separate lists, or you can see them all together on the calendar. But we do have some movies coming up. We have the silent film, as I mentioned. Jay is doing an original score to The Cameraman on Thursday, April 4th at 7:30. Tickets are just $7 each. Every first Friday, we do a free family movie. We try and theme it to the theme of First Friday. This in April, the movie that we're showing is Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, fun.
And that's at 7:30, and the movie is free. No tickets are required for that. And then we have kids movie special Hop on April 19th, which is Good Friday. So the kids are out of school, so it's a nice thing to do in the middle of the day. That movie is at 1 o'clock, and it's just $1. And then we have the special movie presentation of Purple Rain.
Wow.
Coming up on April 20th. It celebrates the anniversary of Prince's passing, but it's more of a movie concert experience. Our light tech, Adam Jones, really gets into it. And when he's in concert on screen, the stage lights are going on. And it's an awesome
my goodness,
experience. So that's just $5 on Saturday, April 20th. And then we have our Canton Film Fest. This is the 8th year of the Canton Film Fest. This year, it focuses specifically on short films from local, regional, national, and international filmmakers. Lots of opportunities to come see some really great talent. A lot of student submissions. It's the one thing that I love the most about the Canton Film Fest is that it showcases local students and their love of film and their creativity and their ability to do just amazing things with film. And so we showcase them at the Canton Palace Theater on our big movie screen in the surround sound, and it's an experience, and it's wonderful.
It's an amazing experience for them, and how gratifying for them to get to see their work, their hard work up on that screen.
They bring their friends and family, and they get to see their hard work up on a real movie screen. So.
Yesterday we had the students from Malone with the Open Frame Film Festival, which
is on April 24th.
Is kicking off the Canton Film Festival, and very exciting for them to get to sort of be the opening act and then
absolutely
usher in the big deal.
There's so much opportunity for students, high school and college students in this area for film. The resources that the schools have definitely increased tenfold in the last 10 years. And it's just a great thing. I mean, they do it at school, then they can do it in the community. And you don't necessarily have to be in Hollywood or New York to do this type of
That's right.
This type of career. You can do it here, and you get to showcase it at the Canton Palace Theater.
That's right.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Doesn't get better than that.
That's right. You put a little feather in their hat. Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Has it been surprising to you to see how this has grown in 8 years, that the Canton Film Festival is really becoming something?
Oh, absolutely. We started it just kind of in the spirit of some other film fests that happen nationwide. And like I said, I really wanted to showcase the students and give them the opportunity to showcase their work at the Palace and locally. For some time, people were saying, you really can't do anything here in Northeast Ohio. You have to go to New York, or you have to go to Hollywood, and this is the only place how you're going to make it. And that's not true. So we do our part to showcase the work and to give the students the opportunity to do this here, to do it locally, to have their friends and family come and see their film, to introduce them to different filmmakers from across the country, and bring in industry people to show them, this is how I broke out, or this is what I did, or this is, a special effects makeup person. And this can be what you do if you love cosmetology and you love makeup. You could be a special effect artist. I mean, they don't have those opportunities elsewhere. And so the Canton Film Fest provides that for students in our area.
I'll jump up on a soapbox real quickly. If that were true, if Hollywood were the only place that you really could do this, Hollywood wouldn't be making so many films in Ohio.
Exactly. Absolutely. I mean, this is a great area. When I give tours of the theater, I talk about the equidistance of Canton from Chicago to New York and what that meant for the theater industry back in the 20s and 30s, and how many performers and how many other theaters like the Palace were in downtown Canton. It's a true testament of where we are. And so, the opportunity is there. You definitely have to seek it out yourself and find it, but it's there, and it's able and if you're able and willing to put in the work, then we're there to showcase your work for you.
Oh, and it just is the best showcase ever.
It is.
Well, film is not the only thing that you are using the Palace for. I know one of your goals when you arrived as the executive director was to use that venue for other things as well.
Yes.
And boy, are you. So tell us some of the things coming up.
We have lots of concerts. This past year has been a great year, and we're only, into March, but we've been really busy with live music and concerts.
Just for fun, tell us who's already been there so far.
So let's see. We've had Kaleo. We've had Need to Breathe. We had Donnie Iris. We had a 90s Country Unplugged concert. We've just had a ton of artists that have come through, and we love it, and they love it, and they love the venue. It's an intimate venue. We have a little bit under 1,500 seats. There's not a bad seat in the house. There's nothing obstructing your view. So it's just a great, great venue to see a concert and to hear music.
Or is that you scheduling them, or are they scheduling tours and contacting you, or a little of both?
So the majority of the concerts are outside promoters that rent the theater to bring in the productions. We build those relationships and we cultivate those relationships. I have the most amazing staff ever. Our tech staff, our tech director, Chris Lesho, and his crew, they make everybody feel welcomed the moment they walk into the building. We do a lot of assistance with the different productions that come through, and they appreciate that. Laura Strader is our marketing and membership coordinator and box office manager, and she works with the promoters to get the word out, to get the tickets on sale, to provide them with reporting on how their tickets are selling. So we offer a lot of services to them, and they appreciate that. So I think that's hopefully one thing that keeps them coming back.
Right.
Our community and this area really appreciates live music, and so tickets have been selling really well, so that also helps. But just the variety of performers that we have coming through, I think really reaches out to all parts of our community, and it's diverse music and offerings, and there's something for everybody.
It's got to be so gratifying to look out over those 1,500 seats and see every single one of them taken.
My favorite is kind of sitting in the back of Section B and just looking out onto the stage, and it's just like a sea of humanity all standing up listening to the music, and it's definitely rewarding because we provide a significant economic impact to our downtown, and when the Palace is busy, the rest of downtown is busy. So it's nice to see people walking through downtown and going to dinner and before and after, and seeing all the other venues that we have. And the Canton Music Block has live music every Friday and Saturday, so there's definitely something for everybody, and it's just cool. It's great.
You also have just such great services to the groups themselves as they're coming in, to the artists themselves, because some of those productions, the production value is a little bit elaborate.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're able to do it for them.
Yeah, our tech staff, between them, has decades of experience in this industry. And so anybody that's bringing in their own equipment, they know how to hook it up and make it work. And, we're very accommodating to the tours and the tour managers and all of their equipment and everything. So, yeah, the production value is amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a perfect night out, and you don't have to travel very far at all.
Right. And there's lots of, parking available. The Canton Palace Theater has its own dedicated parking lot. When you're buying your concert tickets, you can buy a movie pass. It's just 2 blocks south of the Palace, and you're guaranteed a parking spot. Lots of other parking available right around the circumference of the building. But then there's also so many restaurants downtown to just really make it a really fun night, really great date night.
It's perfect.
Yes.
We love it. All right. I'm looking at the clock. I think we're going to have to take a little short break here.
No problem.
We will be back with Georgia Paxos from the Canton Palace Theater after these words. You're listening to Our Community.